Good evening, everyone. My name is Adrian Lopez, and I go to Lighthouse Community Charter School. What is the meaning of Genesys Works? For starters, Genesys Works is an 8-week summer training program where upcoming high school seniors get trained to become young professionals as well as gain extensive knowledge about computers and IT. Well, that's what it says on the brochure. I'm here to tell you what Genesys Works really means to me. My family migrated to Mexico when I was young. After coming back, my dad got a pretty good job that allowed him to provide for me and my family. My older brother and I started going to elementary school to receive our education. For the next couple of years, everything was perfect. Everyone was getting along, and we were really just one happy family. But one year, things started to get rough for all of us. My dad started having sudden bursts of anger, and he would take it all out on my family. My mom felt threatened, and none of us really wanted to be with him anymore. It took my mom a few years to find out that my dad was under the influence of drugs. It was at this moment that my mom decided to move out and away from my dad. When we did move away, things seemed so much better on the outside. But inside, I was still hurting. With everything that had happened to my family, I'm the one who had the hardest time getting over it. The issues my parents had and the anger my dad brought upon us, I thought that I was the one to blame for all of this. Around the age of 12 or 13, I started to see a therapist. And after several sessions, he told my mom that I was clinically depressed. At school or any place where there were other people, I isolated myself. I kept thinking that if I was with other people, I'd be the cause of their problems too. When I was called on in class, I was terrified to speak up. I feared that people would judge me or criticize me for whatever I had to say. It was in my junior year of high school when a man named Felix Flores came to my school and presented a program called Genesys Works. When Felix looked at me, although it was for a brief moment, I felt like he saw potential in me. Thinking that someone else believed I could do something great was such an incredible feeling. When I first started Genesys Works, I was shy and didn't really talk much. But as the weeks went by, I got to know all of my fellow interns and really connect with everyone. I remember we had to do a speech about a memorable moment, and I talked about my first time on a theme park ride. It was something so simple, but while I was telling my story, I noticed everyone's face. They were so engaged and following everything I said. I realized that this group of people really accepted me and that I had the skills to succeed. This realization made me more confident, and it encouraged me to do better each time. I felt like for one of the first times in my life, I could do something great and truly become someone better. Those speeches, the professional training, and giving me a second family, Genesys Works has also helped me accept my past and everything that I have been through. Genesys Works has made me stronger. If it wasn't for Genesys Works, I would still be that shy and depressed person. Now, I feel like I can move on from my past and on to my future. Sure, I may still be a high school student, but I am also a young professional. I can now proudly say that I am Adrian Lopez, I am an intern at PG&E, and I am part of Genesys Works. Thank you.